Welcome back to Indigo Moon. Sometimes you have to see yourself in this wagon. You're in the wagon and God is pulling you through all these different experiences that you're going through. Sometimes you don't know how you're getting through certain things. You don't understand why or who, but it's God. So I have to say, I've been having these different experiences. One day, I'm on the streetcar, the street trolley, and I'm riding through Tampa, enjoying, the scenery and enjoying myself. And I'm asked to go to lunch. And I say, no, thank you, I've already eaten. And the guy looks at me like, you've already eaten. And he looks at it as I'm putting him down gently. But no, I'm not trying to be gentle with it. I'm just trying to let him know, because if I'm supposed to be cleansing, then I can't eat what I know the restaurant that he's inviting me to go to, and I know that I'm not going to be good to myself if I go to this restaurant. So in order for me to love myself, I have to bow out gently. And I'm trying to be gentle on his feelings, but I can't go. So after I get off the trolley, I have to do some packing up. I have to go someplace else. So I'm going somewhere else, and I meet a guy, a Muslim guy. I've engaged in a conversation, very interesting or what have you. But the more I'm talking to him, the more I'm realizing that, don't Muslims pray 5 times a day? I feel like I'm being a distraction. But while I'm being a distraction, the conversation is stimulating. I'm enjoying the conversation. However, I'm realizing that God is pulling me through both experiences in such a way where right now I'm not really supposed to be having this time talking. I'm supposed to be spending this time alone, meditating. Both of us are being distracted by a conversation. Both of us are being distracted, but we're not supposed to really be engaging in this conversation. God will have certain things happen when you're not really supposed to be engaged in certain conversations. So we separate. I go and sit in another area and get some tea, and I sit for a minute, and the same person shows up again. I don't know that everyone gets the same messaging. I don't know that everyone gets to that God is guiding in the same way, because sometimes we're not aware of God's guidance. Sometimes we don't realize that God doesn't really want you to be around people at a certain time. Maybe He wants you to be spending that time alone so that you will be engaged in His conversation. All of us don't always understand, and that's the reason why when we pray, we ask for guidance and we ask for understanding. But do we realize that we're receiving this guidance? Again, I'm supposed to be cleansing. And I'm drinking this tea, and my body is talking to me. But my body is also saying, you need this to be gentle with your body, but also gentle with your mind. You're doing more talking, you're doing more investing in other people when you're talking to other people. Whereas this is the time I want you to be alone in silence. So all sorts of things will start happening. Again, you're cleansing, so now your body's like, go to the bathroom. You're cleansing, so now your body's freeing itself, and you have to say, okay, although your body internally is cleansing itself, but on the outside, people get dressed up, they put perfume on. But in some cases, when your body's cleansing, you're around the house, and you are just walking around in a robe, or you're walking around in all white. Everyone does it differently. Sometimes you're taking a salt bath, you're cleansing yourself. While you're doing things in the public, you have to realize that other people are sitting, and sometimes your energy is being siphoned when you're engaging in conversation. So now the guy asked to take a picture. Now, sometimes people want to take a picture of you, and sometimes they want to take this picture of you so that they can show off, or it can show other people that they were with this one person or what have you. You never know what the next person's feelings, their views are, or why it is that they want to do the things that they do. But I took a group picture recently with people, because we were on a tour in this one state. And I didn't really feel comfortable taking all these different pictures, because sometimes, again, you never know how these pictures can be used later on. So when I come on this platform, I don't always. I mean, some of the messages that are coming through me, so that we can all learn from them. But at the same time, learn from your own engaging experiences. Learn that sometimes God is teaching you and guiding you through these experiences so that you will spend that necessary time with just Him, not with everyone else. And sometimes people don't always understand when you say that you have to separate from them, because they're enjoying the moment, they're enjoying the experience. Again, all of us are learning on different levels. It's time for us to begin the cleansing process. Today you might find yourself being invited out to go out and eat with other people, when you know that you've been told, sequestered, or guided to cleanse yourself. Some people are cleansing themselves through Ramadan. They're not eating until a certain hour of the day, of the evening. We all, although we might not all be Muslims, we might just be the average person walking this earth. What is average anyway? But at the same time, your body's talking to you, and it might be saying it's time to cleanse. When it's telling you it's time to cleanse and you don't, you might end up having unnecessary gas. Your body, you might end up breaking out into a sweat and not understanding why. Remember, when God is guiding you, His words might not come through as clear, but the people around you, it will become clear, because they will tell you certain things that they're doing. That's God's way of teaching you that it's time to cleanse. To move away from other people is a part of cleansing too sometimes, because you need that alone time to spend with God. So I know that some people might not be able to get this message, they might not understand. But at the same time, look at the message, see what you get from it, and move on. And you can always add a thumbs up if you enjoyed this content. All right, talk to you soon. Indigo Moon.